Thursday morning is here. A little coffee in my Christmas mug. Some sausage and turkey bacon. And a little bit of this leftover from yesterday. Welcome to a new day. Hey everybody, sorry it's been a really quiet day for me from videoing. It is already 5 o'clock. You can tell the sun is setting outside. I'm in the middle of a meeting.
Yep.
And I'm trying to not be in the meeting. My hair is frazzled, my head is frazzled. This week has been meeting nightmare. I mean, it has been literally, I have been in 4, 5, 6 meetings today. 6 meetings today. And I'm starting to wear thin, to be honest. And tomorrow, I don't think I have but 3 meetings. And I am just about to my breaking point, I'm afraid. So that's where I currently stand for now. So yeah, that's what I'm going through. So that's why there's not a lot of videos. As you can see, it's been just extreme busy.
Joining in.
Alright, I'm back again. So I know that intro was really terrible. It's just been such a long, arduous week this week. I swear my patience has been tested super thin this week. When I tell you guys that it has been meeting madness, I kid you not. And I've got schmutz on me. I, no joke, have been in meetings every day. There were 2 meetings that there were on 2 different days. There were 4 hours straight. 4 hours. 4 hours of meeting. That's equated to a total of 8 hours over the course of 2 days. Not to mention today alone, I spent 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4.5 to 5 hours today alone in meetings. And that meeting that I was mentioning that was 4 hours from earlier in the week, there were 2 of them, separate meetings on different days. Those were just one meeting of the day. I ended up going through 6 meetings in one of those days. 6 meetings. Take a moment to let that sink in. 6 meetings. That is a lot of time spent listening to people go on and on about some things that could have been summed up in an email. I say that because everybody says that over time. Really and honestly, most everything that we go over, most everything. Now, I will say those 2 4-hour meetings are very beneficial, and you can take some stuff away from those. But a majority of the stuff, like there was a meeting that I did today that I really just, nothing in it really pertained to me. I kind of go through a lot of the meetings that I go through, kind of like you read a book for school. You kind of skim over the surface, read the footnotes, and then move on. And that's kind of what I do. A lot of the meetings that I go through really do not pertain to me much at all. They're just kind of like surface skims. So I skim over them, pick out what I need, and then take it and run. Really and honestly, I could be just fine getting an email. But I'm also one of those people that don't need a lot of push or a lot of information all the time told to me. You can simply write me an email or leave me, some little message somewhere, because we have an intra-site message kind of thing, like an IM service. I'm fine with that. You can shoot me a message and say, hey, we need to change this, and this, and I'll change this, and this, pretty much right there on the spot. I don't have to go through a 45-minute long meeting over how, why, what, when, and where. With that being said, I have went on for almost 3 minutes about meetings. Haven't talked anything about anything I want to talk about because I'm just that crazy. Disney, though, is right around the corner. Isn't that exciting? I'm finalizing my stuff at work to take off for Disney. This is the first time I've ever taken a full vacation since I've started working for this company almost 7 years ago. So I'm taking a full 5 days off, 5, plus my 2 weekend days because I'm off Saturday, Sunday. So I'll have 5 plus the 4. So that gives you an idea of how many days I'll be gone. Now, it won't be at Disney, of course, the whole time of those days. because I couldn't afford that. Not unless I hit the lottery and or one of y'all wants to give me some money. I'll take some money from you guys. Just we can stay at Disney a little longer if you want. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's very expensive to stay at Disney, and I would never ask for handouts or let anybody pay for me to go. Maybe if they were millionaires, I'd let that happen. But really and honestly, I wouldn't do that. So with that being said, it's right around the corner. Last night, I'm jumping the gun a little bit. I will be honest. I am jumping the gun. It's because I am itching and ready to go. I'm pulling something out for you to see. I put together my pin lanyard for the trip. These are all my traders that I'm taking with me. Some of these you may have seen on the trader board that was hanging up that I've shown before. And some of these are not on the trader board. Like the orange bird, for example. There are several that, because I have a whole bunch of these orange birds where I was trying to differentiate between reals and fakes, as you guys remember in a couple videos back. And I have a lot of reals because I got a lot of duplicates, and I have a lot of fakes. All my fakes I've already thrown out ever since I did that video, because I haven't cleaned out that box that I keep those in forever. So now that that's cleaned out, they're good to go. But yeah, I'm getting rid of Olaf here. I'm getting rid of Jiminy Cricket. These are just half of them. There's another lanyard over here that I don't have on my desk currently that is full of pins as well to trade off and to get some new pins, because I like me some pins. I feel like the camera is super zoomed in for some reason. I feel like I need to hold my arm like way out. Excuse me. So this is the excitement that was involved with last night. Mini 2016 Halloween pin, actually. This year's 2017 pins for Halloween are not really that great. They're pumpkins, which, I mean, they're cute, I guess, but they're not like, oh my gosh, I need that set. I'm really looking forward to the Epcot Pavilion pin set for the 35th. And I'm also looking forward to the Haunted Mansion pin set that came out, oh gosh, back at the end of September. They're all pewter, but when you put them all together, they make it bad. And I'm like, oh gosh, I want them all. But I know that's going to be hard to get them all. Also, that's my pin dangle at the end of my lanyard that dangles down. It's the grape soda pin from Up. And I thought it was super cute, and I really, really liked it. I'm going to try to get the Epcot 35 lanyard. I really love that one so much. It's got all those great colors, the vintage colors on it, and I really like it. This one, I think I bought this one, actually, because this one's a little older. I think I bought this one at Cast Connection, actually. I'm pretty sure that's where this one came from, is from Cast Connection. Which, if you don't know what Cast Connection is, let me take this thing back off. It is heavy. If you don't know what Cast Connection is a store on Disney World property that is, they sell pretty much anything and everything. It's a cast member store. Cast members can go in and buy merchandise, food, things like that at a discounted price. And so I've been in there a couple times, and I'm pretty sure that's where I bought that one. I know some of the pins that I have actually came from Cast Connection. I'm looking up at my pin wall right now, and I know that the Expedition Everest pins, I'm pretty sure 2 of them came from Cast Connection. Because one of them is for Expedition Everest. It's like a limited edition marathon pin. And I, of course, am not running a marathon. No. But I got the pin because it was a limited edition pin. So that's where I kind of jumped on ship with that one. But Cast Connections was really cool. I don't have access to it anymore. My cast member is gone. And so I don't have access to get in there anymore. But it's really neat. If you know anybody that works there, and you should kind of see if they can take you in and sneak you in the door. Cast Connection's really neat. It's they sell pretty much all the merchandise that's there. Some of it's damaged, some of it's not. But there's pins, there's pencils, pens and pins, pencils, shirts, bags. Yes, there's even groceries. There's actually produce and like meat and stuff in there that it comes from. I guess it's leftover produce from the restaurants or the stores or something, or I have no idea. There was there. There was also a second. There was two other rooms. One room I couldn't go in, which was a cast member exclusive, so you had to be a cast member to go in there. You could not be a guest of a cast member, and it was basically like scratch and dent stuff. So it was all merchandise that was really super cheap, but it was also like scratched or dented, which a lot of times I don't really care. Disney merch is really expensive to begin with, so if I can get some Disney merch pretty cheap, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get me some cheap Disney merch. So I'm pretty sure that's where that lanyard came from. I know that Expedition Everest pin normally would have been like 14, maybe 14 or under dollars, and I want to say I paid like $5 for it. So that's a really good deal. But they have also another room. The other room is kind of weird and cool. The other room is a furniture room. And the room has furniture and bits and pieces from the resorts. So it's like, say they remodel one of the resorts, all the furniture, TVs, and everything that are in there that they're recycling out will go into that shop, and cast members or guests can purchase pieces of the resort. So if you need bedspreads or sheets or stuff like that, they have it in there, and you can purchase it, and it's kind of neat. It's really neat. There's some really cool props and stuff in there that you would not see normally. Some retired pieces. I don't remember what all was in there when I was there. I do know there was a huge Pirates of the Caribbean display that was for sale. It was from the movies, not the ride, and it had like all the characters on it, and you could purchase it if you wanted. So lots of really cool things in there. Will tell you though, if you don't have a cast member to get in, you can visit one of the two character warehouses that are in Orlando. I always go to the one that's closest to Disney World just because I don't like to go driving all over town. There is a outlet mall, sort of. I guess that's what it's considered, an outlet mall. It's right as you come out of Disney Springs, right across the Interstate I-4. And there is a character, I think it's called Character Connection. No, this one's Character Warehouse. The other one's Character Connection. I can't remember. But they have a lot of really good stuff, real legit Disney merchandise, because it is a Disney-run store. You can pin trade there as well. They have pins that are really cheap. All the Alice in Wonderland pins that I have, all these duplicates that I have, such as this. All the duplicates I have came from there because I really liked that set and I wanted to complete it. And when I went to the Character Warehouse, excuse me, when I went to the Character Warehouse, they had the mystery boxes, the 2 pins in a box for, I think it was like $6, maybe $7, something like that. So I bought a ton of them. That's how I ended up with 2 complete sets minus the chasers. I do have one set that has 1 chaser. I'm missing 2 chasers with it. So I may be on the scout out for those. So if you have one of those, from the Looking Glass collection, please let me know, because I would love to have the 2 chasers. I'm missing the Red Queen's Castle and the Melted Clock is what I'm missing from that set. But I purchased all those. They're really cheap. You can get some pins there fairly cheap. Some of the like 2016, 2015 type stuff. Some of the other stuff. A lot of the merchandise there is all, just older merchandise. It's dated, or things that they've pulled off shelves because they don't want to stock it anymore, because they're not going to make them anymore, or it's overstock. Everything is really good quality. Everything's legit. There's a cup. I'm going to zoom up here. I don't know if you can see it. It is right there. It is a coffee mug, and that coffee mug actually came from there. When I was working in a physical location, I actually went last year. I went to Character Connection, and I bought coffee mugs and little trinket items to go in them back to my employees. So I brought everybody back coffee mugs, and they're all Epcot mugs with Mickey on them, and that one was an extra. And I also gave them all, I think, a pin and something else. I don't remember. It's been a while. So, but it's a really good place. I bought all of those mugs, and everything I bought for them, I think was probably right at like 20-30 bucks. Those mugs probably normally retail for about 15 to 20, and I got them for about $5 a piece. So not a bad deal at all. So if you really want some cheap Disney merch to take home, but you don't want to spend the prices in the park and you don't mind stuff that's a little outdated or a little older, head over to Character Connection or what is it, Character Warehouse. It really, really is a neat place to get some good stuff and affordable. If you now keep in mind the new stuff isn't there, you're not going to have the hugest selection of things, but you will get what you're looking for. If you're looking for something cheap to take home to somebody, or if you have a lot of somebodies you need to buy for, like I did. I had a big group of people that I needed to purchase for, so I purchased a bunch of things there, and it was a whole lot cheaper than buying it in the parks themselves. And again, shh, nobody knows that you didn't buy it at Disney World, because technically you bought it outside of Disney World, but nobody knows but you. So keep that between us. Anyway, I am closing up shop for the day. I know I've rambled on quite a bit, but it's time to close up shop and call this day done. I know you're going to miss me. But, nevertheless, I will be here again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. It's the end of the week. That means it's a day closer to Disney, which makes me even more excited. It's just right around the corner. I can almost taste the Dole Whip on my tongue. I can smell the smoke of fireworks from Hallowishes. I can, it's in my soul. I know it's there. Anyway, so until tomorrow, I'm going to wrap this one up. I will see you guys on the other side.